Hi there everybody and welcome to the Watch channel. Today we are going to be taking a look at a limited edition release from the Seiko Prospex range, and it is a turtle model affectionately called the Eucalyptus. It's called Eucalyptus because it has a gradient green dial and a bezel very reminiscent of our famous eucalyptus trees here in Australia. Now, before we get into that video, I do want to address this silly little hat that makes me look like Santa's not so little helper. It's the period of festive goodwill and all of that jazz, and I just want to take the time to wish you and your loved ones a wonderful festive break. I want to say thank you very, very much for the support that you've shown both myself and the channel in 2022. And I really look forward to delivering even more videos for you in 2023 and trying to be as entertaining and as informative as is physically possible for somebody with the limited production values that I have. Anyway, guys, thank you once again. Have a wonderful Christmas break. Let's get into this video. If we start with the dimensions of the watch, you're looking at 13.2 mils of thickness. In terms of diameter, you're at 45 mils, and top of lug to bottom of lug 47.7. Lug width is 22 mils, and as this is a limited edition, it does come in very nice packaging. I'll show you some stock footage of that, but most importantly it also comes with an extra silicone strap, and I really do like the colorway on that strap. It suits the dial and the bezel very, very well. Like I say, really nice, and it's good to have, you know, that silicone strap and swap it out. Just gives it a little bit more of a casual look if that's what you want. But 4R36 movement, so as you can see on that dial you do have the day and date complication. Seiko 4R36 has got a 41-hour power reserve. Now the accuracy on that watch is stated to be there or thereabouts 25 to 35 seconds per day. You will find that most Seikos will have better accuracy after a little bit of wear. But if there are issues, Seiko, if you buy that watch through the official channels in Australia here, it's like a Seiko boutique, you can get a 5-year warranty, and you'll also get a 3-year warranty if you take it out from authorised resellers such as Starbuy. Now, I'm going to put a link in the video description if you are interested in this watch, but again, it is a limited release that is specific to the Australia and New Zealand region. There's 1,000 pieces available. All of those watches will be serialized on the case back, but I think this one is actually going to be quite collectible down the track. You know, back in the day, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, Seiko didn't release as many limited editions, but because this is for our little Australia and New Zealand region, I think it's probably going to be a hot collector's item. So don't expect many of them to be available for very long. I think this one is going to be a hot seller. As with most Prospex models, you've got a reasonable amount of water resistance. This particular model, you're looking at 200 meters, further secured by that screw-in crown. You can see the case and the dial are really, really nice. The one thing I have noticed is that they've got rid of that god-awful cyclops that covered off the date and the day window. Now again, because it's the 4R36, you can have day and date complication there, so you know, very nice to see that included. Again, the dial, you can see you've got a really, really nice gradient, which is very reminiscent of the eucalyptus leaf that we have here in Australia. I jokingly sort of said to somebody, it'd be great if they could put some kind of infuse some form of smell actually in that rubber band. I think a lot of people are going to be very, very pleased with the fact that that cyclops is not on this watch. I've put up plenty of footage for you now so you can see the watch in further detail, both macro and on the wrist and so on and so forth. But I hope you like it. Like I say, the Seiko marketing materials show the watch, actually, you know what, better than they typically do, but I think seeing it in the hand really gives you a good idea as to what to expect, especially if you order it online. Anyway, probably the one thing I would say is that crown. Seiko, if you're listening, please, for the love of God, put the Prospex logo or some kind of signature on the crown. A plain crown for a limited edition is just not cutting it, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. And that's probably the one thing that I do have as a criticism about this watch. Everything else, absolutely fantastic. Price, of course, you know, actually £8.95 Australian, which is the recommended retail, isn't too bad for a limited edition model. But like I say, always happy for it to be cheaper if possible. But like I say, you can find it cheaper. Check out the link to StarBuy, they'll have it a lot cheaper than that. Other than that, guys, have a wonderful Christmas. If you do have any comments, please do put it in the comment section below and we'll come back to you. Have a great Christmas. I'll see you in a new video very, very shortly. Take care, guys. Goodbye.